So normally I wouldn't be pulling out the garden this early, but I'm having knee surgery at the end of the month, and so I need to get stuff pulled out so it's not left to mom, because after that I won't be getting anything done for a few weeks. So it's time to start getting everything pulled out. So let's take a look. I need to cut all the raspberry bushes that produced raspberries, the summer ones this year. And then here are our fall ones that are producing right now. So I'm gonna pull out all these raspberries halfway down the bed because they're summer ones. Get the fall ones planted in there. Probably wait a week or so. I mean, they still got loads and loads of fruit on them, so I don't want to kill them off. And then zucchini plants in here. Just not enough sunshine in here. I've got some yellow ones growing at the end, so I'll leave the yellow ones, pull out those. The dahlias are in pots. Our beans are producing somewhat still. I'll harvest them today, and then I'm pulling them out. Our tomatoes are doing really good. They're still coming on strong. Got lots to go there. And then, I mean, zucchini. I mean, I do like the gray zucchini. They just keep producing more and more, and I got lots there, and then everything else coming out. Let's take a look at what I've got done so far and don't have done. The blackberry bushes still need to be done. Now those are thornless, they're great. This bed of tomatoes has been pulled. Still got my dahlias, and they'll stay in until we get a frost. Pulled out this bed, which had cabbage, cantaloupe, and as you can see, we still have a cantaloupe that's growing through. I've left these 2 tomato plants down here, and then I've got 2 tomato plants there and up there. I'm going to determine which one are the best ones, which I pretty much think is these ones here. And I am going to dig those up and transplant them into the greenhouse. I did that last year, and we had tomatoes into November. So looking forward to that. I still have to pick up some tomatoes. And then in here I have 2 different types of pimento peppers. So I need to pick the red ones, get those canned. It's going to be making fake cheese. I haven't picked the cucumber plants yet. We still have cucumbers growing, and we will leave these grow till the frost hits. And that way we'll have some cucumbers that we can eat. Here are my broccoli plants that I've got growing. I think there's 6 in here, plus some tomatoes. Picking some green tomatoes. I'm going to try making some green salsa, I think. Who knows? May not have time. I did have 4 gray zucchini plants in here. I've pruned them all up. One of them was damaged, so I just pulled it out. But we still have little zucchinis growing on it. So I'm going to let it grow until it goes. And then here's what I got left on my tomato plants. I have topped all the tomatoes. I don't want them growing any longer. And as you can see, I've got sun golds that are ripening, but I mean, look at these. Aren't they beautiful? These are the beefsteak, big beef. But I mean, look at this. I mean, they're just beautiful tomatoes. So I've got 3 that are ripening up really good. Those are going to make amazing tomato sandwiches. So the one thing you will notice is there is a lot more traffic driving through here than usual. The highway is closed between Summerland and Peachland, so this road, there's a road that goes up back here It's an old Princeton Summerland highway. It's dirt road most of the way. People are heading out this to try to get around to Kelowna. But these tomatoes are looking good and tasting good. So I will always grow Sun Gold. And this year, these are super sweet. I think they're super sweet. Cherry tomatoes. So these are, oh, these are just sweet 100s. I thought they were super sweet. They are so good. They're such a nice tomato. Plant them back in there. So I got them. And then, of course, got fall raspberries. They're so good. Okay, let's take a look at what the raspberries are looking like. Oh, we were going to pull down our beans, but there's, oh, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got a couple yellow zucchinis. The one doesn't look like it'll survive, but we'll let them grow. It's food. And we were going to pull down our beans here, but I mean, look at, these are the purple ones, and they're still growing. So we're just going to let it grow. I mean, it's going to be a job to clean these up. But right now, we're probably getting enough to eat every 3-4 days, so why not? All right. And there's what the raspberries are looking like. So I'm digging the holes down here. At each end, I'll put in a hole and put in a post. These ones will get cut down later because those are our fall ones. And then the other fall ones get transplanted over here. So we'll have falls, summers, and springs. But I want to get the post in so I can get everybody strung up and tied into place and looking good. I am doing a video all about the raspberries, so you'll have to take a look at that. And then today the greenhouse needs to be cleaned out. Oh my, we've got some more growing. That's weird. New growth. I mean, I don't know what it is. These things just went bad. Got to get them pulled out. Still have lots of tomatoes in here. Well, not lots. I mean, I got tomato plants growing. I'm going to pull a bunch of them out. I just have been too busy to really get in here. And so we'll clean this up. As you can see, I've got glads growing in here. And basil that's coming along pretty good. So I'll have to harvest that and get that taken care of. But the glads are in here because I got them planted out super late. And I just wanted to make sure I got the corms. I didn't want to lose the corms. So planted them in here because then that way they can go as long as they need to. I've got some over there. I've got some more over here. Oh, we do have flowers starting. So that's great. And then we'll get those harvested and put away for the winter. But, you know, we've got some flowers, but I haven't been out here shaking them and stuff. So I'm just going to tear everything out today. We got plenty of tomatoes outside. I might leave one in here. It just depends. Okay, it's time to get back to work. Okay, so this is the weirdest thing. I'm actually going to trim these up. I've got flowers growing up here and I have cucumbers growing. So I'm just getting rid of all the dead stuff. And then I went over here to this one, which I'm going to start clearing up. And look what I found. And there's a bunch of cucumbers. So I am just going to clean up all the dead stuff. And obviously I'm still going to get cucumbers. I haven't had to pull the cucumber off here in a month. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I've got it all cleaned up. But I've got like, what, 4 cucumbers growing here. I mean, they look so sad. But if they want to grow, I'm going to let them grow. So here's all the stuff that I've taken out. Got to take that out. I mean, got a couple cucumbers growing here. New leaves and stuff growing here. So, you know, if we don't get, I mean, if our weather stays pretty decent, who knows? Maybe I'll have cucumbers into October. But we're just going to let them grow and see what they do. I mean, if we get half a dozen cucumbers, great. We don't have to buy. It's looking pretty empty in here. Got a bit more cleanup to do. Leaving a few tomato plants, except that one at the top is not connected to, or the back is not connected to the ground. So got to get it out. I'm hoping to get some spinach planted. And Mom's decided that the beans are coming out now. So that's the next job. I swear these vines would hold themselves up now, but they are so entwined. So I'm just gonna go along the bottom, cut them all off, and then start unwinding. So garden's sort of done. I'm so tired of this smoke that's coming. It was clear this morning, smoky now. I mean, it's not crazy bad, but you can smell it, but time to head off and get compost. So I'm just heading into Penticton. That's where we have Superior Peat. And so you can get all sorts of mixtures of compost there. What I'm after right now, just to top everything up for the winter, so that we'll be ready to go in the spring, is a mixture of peat and mushroom manure. So we'll just get into town, get a load of that. I'm also gonna stop at the garden center just in case they have some fall seedlings and stuff. So we'll check and see. I was there a week ago or so, they didn't have anything, but I noticed a sign the other day that said something about plant your fall veggies. So I'm gonna go and see if they do have any fall veggies or not. And then this afternoon I will start filling up some garden beds. Okay, we are here to get our compost. Let me just look at it. So many options. So, got the second load of compost yesterday. It's fairly early in the morning, I think it was 6:30. And my mother is already out here. So there she is. Look, we have a crazy dog. What are you doing, Missy? Huh? Somebody's very happy this morning. So, garbage trucks coming. So we got a bunch of beds done yesterday. So, as I was saying, we got a bunch of beds done yesterday. They're looking really good. And so, topping up the rest of them, but doesn't it look fabulous? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, part of this one, 5, 6, and the main bed in the greenhouse. And so there is my mama, working hard. All right, let's get this done. Look in the greenhouse now. So the basil that was out in the outside garden, transplanted it in here with this. I've got a little bit over here too. Plants are hardy. I find you can really, do a lot of stuff. We transplanted our 2 pepper plants. This is the pimento. This was supposed to be a pimento. I have no idea. And then we've transplanted our 3 best Beatrix Roma tomatoes. And I do this every year. Well, this will be my 3rd year. They're hardy. I mean, we transplant them in here, make sure they're watered good. And this will give us tomatoes till snow flies, basically. Hi everybody, it might be a bit noisy. It's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. Lots of cars are going by. The dogs are barking at somebody. So it's probably been 2.5, 3 weeks since I last did video. And today is October 8th. It's a beautiful day, but we're supposed to get rain again. Nugget and Missy are barking at the neighbors. Nugget, come here. Come here. Come on. Oh. Come on, be a good boy. Come here. Okay, so Missy came first. Okay, come here. So there's Missy. She's in season, she's not happy. Oh, Nugget's trying to get up. Come here. Turn around. There he is. Gonna say, oh, what do you got attached to you? He's got a stick. So what are you doing? Huh? Are you gonna say hi to everybody? You being a good boy? So, I thought I'd take you on this last tour of the garden. We have it basically finished up for winter, except for just a couple things that are still in here. But the beds are topped up for spring and ready to go. My surgery's gotten delayed, so I'm not going in until the beginning of November. So let's take a look at the garden. Our raspberries, I mean, they're growing more than we can get them picked. The goofy dog smells something good. So let's give ourselves a roll in the dirt and then take everything inside. Oh yeah, Missy's bloomers. Look at him, what a goof dog. Anyhow, raspberries are coming on like crazy. We should be out here picking them probably every other day, but just been too busy. but they're looking good. I mean, some are overripe, but I think I'm gonna have raspberries for supper. All right, let's keep going. Hey, Nugget, stop it. All right. So, as you can see, all the beds are topped up. We did have rain off and on for a week, so wasn't picking the tomatoes, and they've all dropped to the bottom. But I mean, look at, still got lots and lots of tomatoes going. One thing I do want to do today is transplant into the greenhouse and see if we can't keep them going for a while. I mean, look at them. We have lots and lots coming. We got big ones over there and lots of little ones. I mean, the big ones, I can pick them and just let them ripen inside. I still have the zucchini plants out here. They're looking worse for wear. They are still putting out little zucchinis. We just picked 2 days ago, I guess it is, but there's little zucchinis there. The flowers and zucchinis, I'm just gonna let them grow till they die. And then I've got broccoli over here. I thought I'd gotten all the cabbage butterflies were gone. They weren't. Ended up with a couple caterpillars in here. I think I've gotten them all now. I'm just gonna let it grow. Oh, and then an interesting thing is right here. Let's put it in the shadows. We have dill growing. So I'm actually gonna dig this up today and move it into the house and keep it growing. Over here, I mean, still, we got beautiful dahlias. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. Mom just picked 6 cucumbers off of here 2 days ago. So we still have little cucumbers coming. Have a pile of dirt here because that'll go in where the plants are. I mean, they're still putting out flowers. So we're just letting it go. I mean, gives us enough cucumbers to eat right now. And then the other beds got the blackberries all cleared up. Let's check the greenhouse out. Okay, it's warm in here, but I have to start shutting the window at night to keep the heat in. I transplanted 3 Roma tomato plants. Plants are dying off, but I mean, look at the tomatoes. I mean, this is nice big tomatoes. So we're gonna pick those and pull out these plants. Oh, I have a tomato plant growing. I cut the stalk off, but it's come up the top. So I got lots of basil in here coming good. I've got tomatoes over here that are growing. I need to pick. Got some here that are growing. But the amazing part are these cucumber plants. Look at this. I mean, these are getting big. I mean, they're doubling in size every day. And these are the plants that I thought were dead in August. Now these ones here are the smaller cucumber plants, or cucumbers. They'll get not much bigger. But I just noticed this clump. I've got 5 of them coming right there. So that's really good. We still have flowers coming. So as long as they want to grow, I'm going to let them grow. So that's it here. Oh, and then of course, like I mentioned earlier, I have glads in here. Some of them are flowering, and I'm just trying to keep them alive for the corms. So, I mean, got some beautiful ones in here. And we'll see. And yeah, so that's it. So I just want to be able to harvest the corms so that I can plant them next year in a timely manner. So we'll see what happens. All right, upper garden. All right, upper garden. Herb garden, I need to cut it back and trim it. We've winterized the pool. The beds here are all topped up. You know what? Oh, this is unreal. I have beans growing. That would be my Mexican red beans. I can't believe it. So obviously when we picked our beans, we missed a few seeds. I got 2 plants in this bed and 2 plants in this bed. Interesting. Okay, strawberries. This bed we're gonna pull out in the spring. They're just small, not the best tasting. I tried a new variety. I'll have to look for the tag for this. But I mean, got lots of strawberries coming still. Mom just picked the other day. And what'll happen is I'll finally get that bed at the end made. And then everything from this bed will go into those 2 beds. And then everything, these are my Sequest. half of them will get transplanted into this bed, and so we'll have 4 strawberry beds. We have more of these stupid little trees. I mean, you can see the roots. They go all under the ground and they send up the trees. I'm gonna get in there and pull out as much as I can, hopefully in the next week or so. And then the plan is to put garden fabric down, put raised beds down, and see if we can't defeat those trees that way. I need to get on the other side of the fence and cut back, and hopefully that'll help do that. And then there's all my smaller dahlias. They're looking beautiful. I need to get out here and deadhead, but let's take a closer look. Oh, so there's Lisianthus. I mean, they're just gorgeous. I've got some really pretty colors here. So we're just waiting for a hard frost to take them out. Then I'll dig them up, clean them up, and put them in storage. I saved them from last year, and they got this pretty deep pink color. I got 2 batches of yellow, and then these spiders. Let's get rid of that one. And then these spiders, I just love them. They're so pretty. And then our Haskaps, well, it's funny. These 3 are really growing. This one's not growing as much, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go check out Blueberry Hill. I think I'm gonna cover up the rhubarb plants with the rhubarb leaves that are here and just let them compost. Mom was up here on Friday, harvested. She was going to do rhubarb crisp, and I suggested, why not do heavenly rhubarb crisp, which we've never ever done before because we created it. It worked out fabulous. I'll have to share a video on that. And then here's our asparagus bed. What we had done is 2 years ago planted in that bed, and stuff just wasn't doing great. So we dug them all up. So everything sort of L-shaped, that one there, down here, and all the way here. I dug them up, planted them in here. The rest of them are new, and I planted them this spring. None of the ferns are real high. I'm hoping for a lot of growth next year because we should be able to harvest some on the outside. So we'll just wait and see what happens with that. This bed up here is going to get totally redone. I'm going to make the bed higher, dump a whack of compost in. I'm going to mix it up, which I usually don't do because no till, but I want to get that stuff mixed in, and then just do a good 6 inches of compost on top. And that's going to be for our corn. Our blueberry plants have survived, and they are putting on some growth, so I'm happy about that, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to get. It's going to be next year, but I mean, it's going to be probably 2-3 years before we start getting a really good harvest off of them, but they're growing, and the colors are so pretty right now. I'll probably need to check them. Let's see, do they need water? I've turned off the water. No, it's got, I think I will. I think I'll get a hose up here and water them. I've turned off the drip lines, and we'll see. All right, so we are done for our fall garden prep, and let's just chat. Hi everybody. So it is October 26th today. I had planned on doing the end of this video. Well, I had done it. I didn't like it, so I thought I'd start over again. Last night we had our first frost. And I mean, we got beautiful colors around here, the fall colors, but I went and picked the last of my dahlias yesterday. I made up bouquets for everybody. Watch for that video. I think they're beautiful. Really happy with them. And let's talk about my garden this past year. Because of the renos that we were doing, I didn't have quite the garden I was hoping to have, but it still was pretty great. I was happy with it. We did up over, what, 500 pounds of tomatoes. We got tomato sauce, chili sauce, tomatoes, salsa, juice. I mean, we did jams, jellies, all that kind of stuff. So we had a good harvest. I mean, I've got Mexican red beans, which is this bed right here, that we had emptied out. My plans for next year is to get this here poolside garden all done. I have several beds that I want to get in here. I want to do some flowers. I want to do trellising. So like where you go up, here, let me show you. As you can see, the flowers are dead or dying or frozen. But all along here, I want to do trellis. It's gonna, so you can step up easier. The older I get, the worse my knees are, etc. I have 2x8s. I've got decking boards, etc. that I'm gonna use to make beds. But the whole plan is this whole thing here is going to be beds, get rid of the trees, do what we can to protect it from those stupid little trees that are coming up. So this is my big job. And then the other big one is to get the power down to my potting shed. I'm also thinking I want to put water in. I'll have to get a hold of a plumber, see that what we can do. I think what it'll be is just something that I can have during the spring, summer, and fall, and as soon as it freezes, it'll have to be shut down. But we'll take a look and see. I hope you've enjoyed watching what I have accomplished around here. I am going to work on a video, the changes that we've made and where we are today. Next year, I'm hoping to spend more time on putting videos out. I've taken a lot of videos. I need to edit them and get them out there, but it's just been a really, really crazy year. So thanks for watching, and bye for now from My Mini Homestead. See you in the next video.